Everybody, NZ Blazing here, back with another squad builder as I've got the new look, as I've got the 2003 Cleveland Cavs team with LeBron as a rookie at an 85 overall at the age of 17, with Gauskas, Ricky Davis, Boozer, Darius Miles, Jermaine Jones, Kevin Ollie, Tyrone Hill, Jelani McCoy, Bimbo Coles, Smush Parker, Diop, and then player default as we don't use those ones anyway. But yeah, that's the team that we're running. That's the Cavs team we're running with LeBron at rookie with his rookie season. We've got it on Hall of Fame, no injuries, so injuries are turned off, trades are turned off, 12-minute quarters. So we'll get this started, eh? We'll get LeBron's rookie season started. So we'll simulate through the first few games in October. And we come off with the first two wins in the first two games with two wins. Then they lose to the Suns, lose to the Lakers, then get the win over the Wizards, lose to the Sixers, and lose to the Wizards again. So we'll look at the win. Mike Bibby got 31, 25 for Davis, 18 for Ollie, 18, 6, and 8 for LeBron. The win against the Clippers, Elton Brand got 22, LeBron got 29, 4, and 9. Then the loss to the Suns, Marbury went off for 26, Agauskas got 31, Davis 21, LeBron 24 and 9. Then the 2-point loss to the Lakers, LeBron got 25, 3 and 5. Shaq got 37, 13 and 4. Kobe got 29, 6 and 5. To end up taking that by 2 points. Then they get the dub over the Wizards. Stackhouse got 26, MJ with 23, 20, 11 and 6 for LeBron. They lost to the Sixers. Allen Iverson put up 33, 2 and 6. LeBron put up 34 and 3. Then they lost to the Wizards. LeBron put up 27, 5 and 4. MJ put up 31, 4 and 2. And Arenas also dropped in 28 points. So we move into November with a 3 and 4 record. So we'll simulate through November. Take a win against the Pacers, lose to the Mavs, a dub against the Spurs, a dub against the Spurs, so take 2 in a row against the Spurs, lose to the Rockets, lose to the Nets, and then also one against the Hornets. LeBron dropped a 40 bomb against the Hornets to get that W. They lost to the Nets. Kenyon Martin with 23, Jefferson with 20, 26 for LeBron. The loss to the Rockets, Steve Francis with 28, 18 for Ricky Davis, 17 for Ollie, 16 for LeBron. The Spurs win, Manu Ginobili 19, Tim Duncan got 18 and 11. LeBron went off for 37 and 8 and 9. Agauskas got 28, 5 and 1. So they got a 7 and 7 record moving into late November. So we'll simulate through the rest of November. Take a dub against the Kings, then lose to the Bucks, take a dub against the Sixers, then lose to Miami Heat. LeBron drops 33 against Sacramento to get that dub. Hito dropped 15. They lose to the Bucks. 19 for Murray, 18 for Red, 29, 5 and 9 for LeBron. Then take a 2-point win over the 76ers. LeBron drops 26, 9 and 4. While Allen Iverson drops 18, 3 and 8. Then they lose to Miami. D Wade dropped 18, 1 and 5. 20 for Eddie Jones. 23, 8 and 7 for LeBron. So the 9 and 9 going into December. So we'll simulate the first week of December. Take a dub against the Knicks by 15. 17 for Houston. 24 and 13 for Agauskas. 17, 6 and 12 for LeBron. So we'll simulate the rest of the first week of December. Take back-to-back W's against the Bulls. So we like that. 24, 7 and 9 for LeBron. 24 for Agauskas. 22 for Ollie. 21 for Jamal Crawford. And then Eddie Curry got 19, 14 for Rose. 23 for Agauskas. 17, 4 and 9 for LeBron. They take 2 in a row against the Bulls, so we'll move into December just before Christmas. We'll simulate through. L to the Bucks, a dub against the Raptors, take an L against the Celtics, and then an L to the Nuggets, but then they get a W against the Seattle Supersonics. 39-6 for LeBron against the Supersonics, and 28-2-10 for Peyton, with Ray Allen also putting in 25. They lost to Melo's Denver Nuggets, 29-9-6 for LeBron. Carmelo dropped 45, 5 and 6. And then the Celtics game, Antonio Walker dropped 39-9. LeBron dropped 35, 9 and 7. And then the dub against the Raptors, LeBron top scored with 22, 2 and 4. And then Chris Bosh with 24 and 7. So the Cavs are up at the moment. They got a 14 and 12 record. So we'll simulate just before Christmas. Take a dub against the Pistons, which is 26, 6 and 8 for LeBron, with Chauncey Billups dropping 30, and then took an L to the Pistons and then an L to the Celtics. That's 2 losses in a row. Moving into late December, we'll go past Christmas. We won against the Heat, then they lost to the Pacers by heaps, and then we won against the Suns, 38, 3 and 7 for LeBron against the Suns. Marion dropped 23 and 19. Then got blown out by the Pacers. LeBron managed 17, 5 and 4. While Jackson got 28 and 7. And Jermaine O'Neal got 19 and 13. And then they got the win over D-Wade's Heat. 28, 9 and 7 for LeBron. 20 for Alston. 17 for Grant. And Wade only managed 13, 1 and 7. So coming into late December, early January, the Cavs have got a 17 and 15 record. So we'll simulate through December. So that's the end of December. They take an L to the Nets, 120 to 103. So to finish off December, they got a record of 17 and 16. So we'll simulate through early January. Take another L to the Raptors, and then an L to the Bulls. Then get a dub over the Bucks. Then take a 1-point loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. Shaq dropped 21 and 13. Kobe dropped 18, 3 and 8. LeBron dropped 32, 4 and 3 in a 1-point loss. They lost to the Seattle Supersonics. 34, 4 and 6 for LeBron, 23 for Lewis, 22 for Peyton. And they got the job done over the Bucks. 22 for Davis, 20 for Gauskas, 15, 7 and 10 for LeBron, 17 for Mason, 15 for Red. So we'll move on through January with an 18 and 20 record now. So we'll simulate through the middle of January. They lose to the Pacers 132 to 106. We'll simulate through January. Taking a few L's on the road. Take an L to the Warriors, an L to the Nuggets, then get the win against the Jazz. 18 and 10 for Malone, 25, 6 and 12 for LeBron. Then take an L to the Magic, 28 for LeBron, 24 for T-Mac. Then they win against the Hawks, 28, 6 and 6 for LeBron. Glenn Robinson with 22 and 5. With a 20 and 24 record, we'll finish off January, so we'll simulate through the end of January. They take a 1-point loss to the Clippers. LeBron drops 34, 6 and 8, while McGiddy drops 25, Richardson 19. So I will finish off January. So we'll simulate through the last 2 games in January. So they get the 2 W's to finish off January. So they won against the Magic. McGrady dropped 37 and 7. LeBron dropped 27 and 7. And then they got the win against the Hawks. 30 for Robinson, 23 and 6 and 5 for LeBron, 18 for Ricky Davis. So we've got a 22 and 25 record going into February. So we'll simulate early February. They take a 4-point win over the Blazers, then lose to the Wizards, then lose to the Rockets, and then there was All-Star break in between. 33, 6 and 5 against the Portland Trail Blazers for LeBron. 20 for Anderson. Wallace got 17. Randolph with 15. Then they lost to the Wizards quite bad. 20 for Arenas. 25 for LeBron. Lost to the Rockets. 22 for LeBron. 26 for Steve Francis. Yao Ming got a double-double with 12 and 13. Then we move on to the Pacers win after All-Star break. Jermaine O'Neal dropped 20 and 10. LeBron ended up dropping 38, 7 and 3 to get the 116-97 win against the Pacers. So a 24 and 27 record coming into late February. So we'll simulate late February, take a loss to Minnesota, then get a dub over the Pistons. Then we lose to the Bulls, lose to the Sixers, and then we win against the Sixers. Keith Van Horn dropped 33, 22 for AI, 27, 8 and 8 for LeBron. And then a dub against the Pistons, 22, 4 and 6 for LeBron, 21 for Rip, 14 for Chauncey Billups. So we'll move on to late February. We'll finish February off, simulate through, take a dub against 1 point dub against the Nets, 26, 10 and 6 for LeBron, 19 for Martin, 16 and 11 for Jefferson. And we'll simulate to the end of Feb, and we take the 1 point win against Minnesota. Garnett dropped 22 and 15, while Lebron dropped 19 and 5. So going into March, we've got a 28 and 30 record. So we'll simulate through the start of March. No, we'll keep simulating. Take an L to the Magic, an L to the Knicks, an L to the Hawks. Oh, that's 5. I think there's five losses in a row. Take another one to New Orleans, another L, and then a Grizzlies L, and then we finally get out of that five game losing streak and get a dub over Miami, with LeBron dropping 19, 6 and 10, 20 for Eddie Jones, Lamar Odom with 17, D Wade 8, 4 and 7. So we go into the middle of March now with a 29 and 35 record. So we'll simulate through the middle of March. Oh, we get the win against the Jazz, the win against the Mavericks, lose to the Grizzlies, lose to Magic, and lose to the Nets. And we got against the Jazz, LeBron dropped 21, 8 and 8, 14 for Cheney, 12 for Araro. Malone got 11 and 11. And then the one against the Mavs, 20 and 10 for Dirk, 17, 4 and 10 for Steve Nash. Well, LeBron dropped 34, 4 and 4 with 5 steals. Then we take then Cavs are on a three game losing streak right now, going into the end of March with a 31 and 38 record. So we'll simulate the end of March. Take another L against the Warriors, 35, 6 and 2 from LeBron. Richardson dropped 28, Dunleavy with 20. We'll move on to the end of March. We'll simulate through. That's another five game losing streak, and then we get 2 dubs against Celtics. Take back-to-back wins against the Celtics, but we lose to the Raptors. So we'll look at the Celtics games. Paul Pierce dropped 26, 5 and 5. While Gauskas dropped 28 and 5. LeBron dropped 18, 6 and 11. And then they won, and then the Cavs got it done again with LeBron being top scorer this time, 26 and 3, with Paul Pierce going off for 31 and 11. So we'll move into April. We'll do the first week of April. We've got a 33 and 40 record. So we'll simulate through the first week. Take the win against the Pacers. Oh, that's 3 in a row. We take 3 dubs there. We get a dub against the Bucks and a dub against the Hornets. So LeBron drops 35 and 9 against the Pacers. Jackson drops 32 and 6 against the Bucks. Mason dropped 15, 27, 5 and 6 from LeBron with 21 from Gauskas. Then they get the win against the Hornets. LeBron dropped 30 and 10. Mashburn dropped 25, 2 and 8. We move on to the second week of April. We've got a 36 and 40 record. Can we keep the dubs going? We'll simulate through. Take a dub against the Wizards. Take a dub against New Orleans. So we have 5 W's in a row. Then we drop 1 against the Hawks. And then we come back into the winning circle against the Knicks. So LeBron drops 39, 7 and 4 against the Knicks. While McDyess drops 21 and 11. Anderson drops 20. Lost to the Hawks 119 to 85. Then got the job done against the Hornets with Mashburn dropping 23. Ricky Davis with 26. Gauskas with 21 and 10. LeBron with 18, 5 and 7. And then they got the win against the Wizards. LeBron dropped 27, 7 and 6, 21 for Ragauskas, 26 for Stackhouse, 14 for Larry Hughes, and 12, 6 and 6 for MJ. And we'll simulate the last two games in the season. We've got a 39 and 41 record. So we'll simulate through. Dub against the Pistons and dub against the last team of the season. So we end up with a 41 and 41 record. Tim Duncan got most MVP. Yao Ming with Rookie of the Year. Bobby Jackson with Sixth Man of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year went to Ben Wallace. Michael Redd got Most Improved. Coach of the Year was Rick Alderman with 50 and 32 record. So we'll advance on. The All-NBA first team is Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson, Tim Duncan, Garnett, and Shaquille O'Neal. All-NBA second team is Jason Kidd, T-Mac, LeBron as a rookie, Dirk, and Camby. And then All-NBA third team is Chauncey Billups, Peyton, Paul Pierce, Melo, and Yao Ming. Then we got the All-Defensive first team is Kobe, Jason Kidd, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Ben Wallace. Then we got the All-Defensive second team of Allen Iverson, T-Mac, Sean Marion, LeBron James, and Marcus Camby. So we'll advance on to the playoffs. And yeah, we'll go over to the east side. And we got the Magic as the first seed against Cleveland as the 8th seed. So we got the Orlando Magic playing Cleveland. So we'll simulate game 1 of that. So let's get game 1 in the books. And Cavs get the first game. So we take game 1. T-Mac drops 33 and 6 and 4. And the Gauskas drops 28 and 8, while LeBron drops 17, 9 and 8 to get the 108-99 win over the Magic. So we'll move on to game 2. So we'll simulate game 2. And the Magic get one back. Grant Hill drops 23, T-Mac for 20, Gauskas with 30, Ricky Davis with 17. LeBron only managed 4, 2, and 5. He played horrible that game. Oh, because he fouled out. He fouled out early. So we'll move on to game 3. And the Cavs are back in the winning circle and take game 3 because LeBron managed to not foul out this game and dropped 26, 3, and 9. While T-Mac dropped 24, 9, and 6. Cavs get the 114-95 win. So we'll move on to game 4. And it's back to a 2-all draw. Gauskas with 16. LeBron with 15, 11, and 6. 28, 5, and 8 for T-Mac with 18 and 9 from Grant Hill. So I'll move on to a game 5. We'll simulate game 5. And the Cavs are back in. The Cavs are back in front with a 3-2 with a 109-104 victory. 24 and 5 for Tracy McGrady. 37 and 7 and 4 from LeBron. We'll move on to a game 6. Yeah, game 6. We'll simulate through, and it goes 3-all now. Magic come back again. 39, 4, and 10 from LeBron. And 28, 8, and 3 from T-Mac with 25 and 10 from Grant Hill to get the 112-111 win. So I'll move on to a game 7. It's going to a 7-game series. We'll simulate through game 7. And the Cavs lose it in game 7. They end up going out 4-3. View the box score of the final game. They lose by 6, 106 to 100. 25 from Grant Hill, 21 from T-Mac, 37 and 5 for LeBron. So yeah, LeBron gets gamed in the first round in his rookie season anyway. Ends up losing 4-3, but he took it to a game 7 and a Magic with the first seed. So we'll move on then. We'll simulate round. And then we'll simulate this round. So it's going to be a San Antonio Spurs against Sacramento Kings. And it's going to be a Chicago Bulls against Miami. So we'll simulate round. So it's going to be Chicago Bulls playing the Kings in the finals. So we'll simulate game 1. So game 1 of the finals goes to the Bulls. 21 for Bibby, 16 for Weber, 22 for Marshall, 20 for Rose. And the Bulls get a 113-107 victory. So we'll go to game 2, simulating game 2. Oh, it's looking like a sweep out here. The Bulls have got another one, 110-102. Pager drops 18 and 5, while Jalen Rose drops 19, 5 and 9, with Eddie Curry dropping 19. So we'll move on to game 3 of the finals, and the Kings get one back. They take a 128 to 108 win. Jalen Rose drops 29, 2 and 6, while Bibby drops 28, 1 and 8, and Jackson 26, 5 and 4, and Pager dropped 25, 6 and 3 to take it to a game 4. So we'll simulate game 4. Oh, and the series is tied. We got 100. Oh, Sacramento Kings blew them out 133 to 113. Jalen Rose got 21, Heinrich with 20, Mike Bibby ended up with 29 and 8, Pager with 23, and Bobby Jackson with 22. We'll move on to game 5. Simulate through, and the Kings are coming back from 2-0 down to take a 3-2 lead. 116 to 98 win for the Kings. Jackson with 33, 5 and 7. Bibby with 15, 2 and 5, and Weber chipped in for 15, and Hedo Turkoglu with 15, Pager with 14, Jamal Crawford dropped 22, 1 and 6, but still wasn't enough for the Bulls. We'll move on to Game 6, simulate through Game 6, and the Kings have done it in 6. Chris Webber gets your finals MVP, and we'll look at the box score. The Kings end up getting it done 110 to 106. Tyson Chandler with 20 and 3. Marshall with 18 and 11. Pager got 26 and 7. Weber 19, 13 and 9. Bibby got 18, 2 and 4. So the Kings are going to be the finals. They're going to win the championship. And the Cavs get bundled out in the first round. But for LeBron's rookie year, he still managed to get to the playoffs. Anyway, that's another video in the books. And that's NZ Blazing out. And we'll catch you in the next episode, eh? And for all you new viewers out there, don't forget to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe, eh? Because it's free. And I'm on that road to 1,000 subs. I appreciate every single one of yous. Anyway, that's NZ Blazing out, and we'll catch you in the next video. NZ Blazing out.